Well, hello and welcome to Type 40 Coventry Creations um, seasonal update, maybe we'll call it, or we're gonna talk to you about what's going on this season. One of the things that I feel in spring is that you should grow things. You should plant the seeds and nurture it so that your intentions and your issues that you're dealing with will manifest themselves in summer and in fall. So, with that being said, we're going to talk about some of the tools that we have to help you manifest your intentions or your issues. Um, I use the meditation candle and also the intuition candle to get to the fruition of the intentions that I have. I think that they work very well. They're from the affirmation line and they're not long burning. In other words, you don't have to burn them for 80 hours before you see anything um, that will change your life. And Stacy, is there anything that you use in order to um, assist yourself to get the end of your intentions?
Um, as far as tools go, or just, yeah. Usually for me, spring is kind of a time for purging. For me, it's like a time of like a new beginning, new year. And I know everybody tends to think January, the beginning of the new year, but for me, that does not really align with how I flow, I guess. And so during the spring, I'll usually start, like going through clutter, making the clothing donations, stuff like that. And I start thinking about what it is like I want to manifest during that time. So I'm not sure if you're asking me like what products that I usually start with, but I usually will start with Florida water. Um, it's definitely a product that's near and dear to me because I helped in the early stages develop it. Um, but not only that, I feel like the fragrance sort of takes me into that space. Um, it's energetically charged, and I definitely can feel that vibration when I'm working with it. Um, I used to have to put it in a spray bottle. Now it comes differently. So once I've done all of my like house cleaning top to bottom, and I break it down in a day so I'm not like overwhelmed with a lot of work. I'll spray my closets, my bedroom, any place where I feel like I need to start clean and clear, and try and work in that, bring in that positive, energetic vibration. Um, Wicked Good just makes the best Florida water. And, I just really favor that product to any of the Florida waters that are available. Um, I also am very mindful of my car. That's a real thing for me. I get really pissed off when I'm driving. I really find that it's a space that kind of collects a lot of funky energy. My son, some of you may know, has epilepsy, so I do a lot of driving for my granddaughter. I do a lot of driving for my son, so I spend a lot of time in my car. So that's a place that I also make sure that I clear, um, and I use the Florida water for that. Um, does that answer? Does that kind of answer your question?
Yeah, it also, one of the things about our Florida water in specific is that it comes in 4 ounces and 2 ounces. So that if you are traveling and you are need to do some work as far as meditation, um, and you want to set up your sacred circle or your sacred space, you can travel with a 2-ounce bottle. And that's one of the reasons why we are using that, or we pour that size as well.
Mhm.
How about you, TJ?
For my spring cleaning, I am with Stacy there. It's a purging time for me. Um, so I do a lot of cleansing and grounding. Florida water is great for that. I also I'm partial to oh God, what's it called? I was just using it this morning.
The moon water you drank last night?
I did do that though, yes. No, I'm sorry. Pass.
It'll come to you like when you're
Right.
shooting or something. Yeah. When you're making soup.
Uh-huh.
Are there any other products that stand out for you at all, Stacy or TJ?
So it doesn't have anything to do with the cleansing and the purging for me, but I love the Abundance Blessing Kit in the spring.
Do you?
I love that one. The votives, the 3 votives. Yep, the Abundance Blessing Kit. That was my favorite for spring, and I actually highlighted that in my blog as well. That's going to be coming out in like a week. So I think that's a great one.
And what are the 3 votives in that? Do you recall?
Let me look it up.
Early in, when I first started a long time ago, I used miracles a lot. And I think that has a healing. I think that has I remember. The white one, the sacred white sage. I think it has that one in there. It definitely has healing. And then what's the lighter purple one? Tranquil? I don't know if we have that anymore, but
That tranquility is in affirmation.
it's in the affirmations. Okay, I use that a lot. In fact, I'm writing that down because I got a lot of good results when I used that blessing kit, the affirmations. But that was my favorite one. That's probably the one that I use the most.
Yeah, I really like the Abundance one, and it's prosperity, attraction, and stability.
Another product that would be good for this is some of our sprays, like the smudge spray, the rosemary and sage. It is like a top selling product because there's so much utility with it and it's super effective. So I've used that a lot.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep.
And since we're talking about like spring cleaning and transitions and that kind of stuff, we are in Mercury retrograde at the moment, and we are until the 24th. So I wanted to point out that I've been using the Astromagic retrograde neutralizer spray. The candle's great too, but the spray, like, just quick neutralize it. Do you guys have anything that you use for Mercury retrograde?
Can you just do this again? Can you just do that?
I do the spray.
You know what? I really don't. And I know that I should. That's probably not the best answer for this, but I just stick to like my protection candle. You know, that seems to my blessed herbal protection candle. That seems to cover a lot of bases. I like to keep it simple, stupid. I don't want to make it too complicated for me. Because then I won't do it. Even when I desperately need to help myself in the spiritual realm. I just won't do it because my ADD brain doesn't want to.
Kind of like how I use road opener for everything.
Yeah.
Literally I use Road Opener, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just use Road Opener for that.
And I think that's what happens with our products is you find what works for you and what your customers are connecting with, and those just become your faves. And that's totally okay.
For sure.
Right, Mary?
Exactly. I mean, the one that I use every day is Ancestor because I'm so thankful.
I love that.
I'm so thankful. I know that, they talk about new moon and full moon, and new moon is like wishing, and full moon is being grateful, but I'm grateful every day for my ancestors and what they have done to help me get to where I am. So
That's beautiful.
That is beautiful. Yeah. That inspires me to want to be more mindful of that in my life. So
Inspires me to want to get one of those candles.
I know it.
I've never burned one of those actually. Yeah,
the
I've never burned that
ancestor,
candle before.
oh, the ancestor candle, yeah,
I haven't, no. Nope, that's one of the few that I have not used.
yeah, I use it every day.
That's good. And then
So
go ahead.
no, I was gonna ask you, um, TJ, this has nothing to do with candles, but it does have to do with electronics, sort of. Talk to us about the Type 40 link.
Yeah. So that's actually really funny because that's what I was just gonna say, that some people during retrograde, they have like brain fog, anxiety, that kind of stuff. I don't. I thrive in Mercury retrograde for some reason. My electronics and technical issues do not. I always, if I have to get a new phone, if I need to do something with a computer, I had to get a new computer last week. It's always during retrograde. I just burn through electronics and I just can't get stuff to work. So I just wanted to go into saying that it's super easy to order on Type 40 Sales. Obviously, you can go to the website, type40sales.com, where you can switch between Wicked Good and Coventry Creations. Coventry Creations has a $100 minimum for wholesale, and Wicked Good does not have a minimum for wholesale at all. But if you're like me and you're having a horrible time with computers, you can just call me, Mary, or Stacy, your account manager, order direct through us, or you can just email your orders to orders@type40sales.com. And if you're having any kinds of issues, also know that we do have the live chat option on type40sales.com. And you'll probably end up talking to me. So let me know if you have an issue. I will help you out as best I can. You want to add anything to that, Stacy?
No, just I mean you hit that perfully. So proud of
Thanks.
you. Yeah, you did a good job.
Thanks.
Yeah, you can reach out to any of the account managers, like TJ was saying. A lot of people think that with those live chats that it's a robot.
No, it's me.
Yeah, but it's actually you actually get you don't just get anybody, you get TJ, and he's got a lot of personality.
It's
We're
going to
really,
be me or Jerry.
yeah, we're really lucky to have you guys. So you actually do have a real life person, and if you have an emergent need, they can get you connected with your account manager to resolve that. But they're pretty good troubleshooters, and they'll get you taken care of. And for the Wicked Good, for the sprays and the 2 drams, it's just super easy. There's 3 different ways to be able to order. So I don't have anything else. I hope that we changed the format of the way that we wanted to do this for our customers. Let us know what you think. You might have noticed that there's a different title. We were calling it the quarterly. I thought that sounded we all agreed as a team that sounded a little stifled. So we wanted to just maybe do more of like a round talk table for you guys. Because you guys are important to us, and it just seemed like the way we were doing it before, we were just reading off of a card. And I found it hard to connect with what we were doing. So if I was finding it hard to connect, I was putting myself in your guys' shoes as well. And so let's see how that goes. And I'm going to hand it over to Mary
Well, with all of that said, and since my allergies are starting to rise once again, I'm gonna kind of end this roundtable discussion. Please give us feedback. We would love to find out if this is helpful to you. If it's helpful to the customers, or send us requests of what you would like us to discuss. With that, we will see you the next season or quarter or whichever you want to call it. But we'll see you in the summer. Have a wonderful spring. Bye-bye.